You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Friday the 5th of June, 2026. It is 77 days after the spring equinox. It is 16 days before the summer solstice. In today's episode, dragonflies, 2 wars and a rescue plan, a miniature submarine, Spalding Gray, and Suze Orman. The sun rises today at 5:25 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:54 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:24 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:57 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:39 p.m. The length of daytime today is 58 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 76% full at midday. The moon sets today at 8:51 a.m., and then it rises again after midnight. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 2:07 a.m., 1 meter 52. In the morning, low tide, 8:24 a.m., 6 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 2:42 p.m., 1 meter 37. In the evening, low tide, 8:39 p.m., 30 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, dragonflies have returned to Socrates Sculpture Park, where they are out patrolling the wide lawns, flying about 5 feet above the ground. Their ancestors emerged something like 325 million years ago in the Carboniferous period. One of these ancestors had a wingspan of 30 centimeters. Modern dragonflies appeared in the early Jurassic, some 180 million years ago. Now that's some feat of endurance. Unlike more modern flying insects, they cannot pull their large wings flat against their bodies, but they are efficient hunters, with large eyes and nimble movements. Like helicopters, they can move in 6 directions, upward, downward, forward, backward, to left, and to right. Dragonflies like eating mosquitoes, so we consider them friends. We welcome them back. Commemorations. 3 major events took place on this day that have shaped our world. In 1916, during World War I, the Arab Revolt began in Arabia. The rule of the Ottoman Empire over Arab lands would come to an end. In 1947, Secretary of State George Marshall made a speech at Harvard University calling for economic aid to Europe. The Marshall Plan created a stable and prosperous Western Europe after World War II. In 1967, the Six-Day War began. Israel would defeat the combined armies of Egypt, Jordan, and Syria, and they took the Golan Heights, the West Bank, Gaza, and the Sinai Peninsula. We see on our daily news the ramifications of that conflict. Annals of Science. On this day in 1964, the deep submergence vehicle Alvin was commissioned. Alvin is a small submarine capable of taking a 3-person crew to depths of 21,000 feet below the ocean surface. It is owned by the United States Navy and operated by the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. It has robotic arms and a vast array of sensors. Alvin has been continuously rebuilt over its career, and every 3 years it is entirely disassembled for inspection. On more than 5,000 dives, it has visited the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, the remains of the Titanic, and deep-sea hydrothermal vents in the Pacific. It even found an American hydrogen bomb off the coast of Spain that the Air Force had somehow managed to lose at sea. Surprisingly, this research vessel remains active and funded in the current administration, given its ongoing purge of science and scientists. Today we remember Spalding Gray, born this day in 1941 in Providence, Rhode Island. A founding member of the acting company, the Wooster Group, he became famous for his autobiographical monologues. He brought a waspy sensibility to his storytelling, which was alternately wide-eyed and naive, self-revelatory and vulnerable, and dryly wise. Our favorite monologue will always be Swimming to Cambodia, which was made into a film directed by Jonathan Demme in 1987. Gray once said, "I knew I couldn't live in America, and I wasn't ready to move to Europe, so I moved to an island off the coast of America, New York City." remember Spalding Gray today. Today we wish a happy birthday to Suze Orman, born this day in 1951. She has used the power of mass media to teach people how to manage their finances wisely. We do find there's a kind of manic energy behind her eyes, but few have so successfully coached regular folks how to handle money in a system that is so often purposely opaque and stacked against them. Happy birthday, Suze Orman. Finally, in our preparation for July 4th, we offer you these words from Thomas Jefferson. He once wrote, "I hope we shall crush in its birth the aristocracy of our moneyed corporations, which today are ready to challenge our government to a trial by strength, and bid defiance to the laws of our country." And that is the Observatory, Friday the 5th of June, 2026.